Good morning. It is 4:45 in the morning. Today I am here to bring you a day in the life of a flight attendant video. Because I'm a new flight attendant, I'm on reserve for the first year, which means I don't know my work schedule until the day before. On reserve, you're basically just given your days off, and then the days that you have on, you owe that time to the company, so you can either be called that day or you could not be called that day. Yesterday I knew I was going to be on call, and I was given my wrap period, my reserve availability period, for 2 a.m. to 2 p.m., which means that I need to, while I'm sleeping, keep my phone on because crew scheduling could call me anytime in that 12-hour period and assign me a trip. All this to say, I was assigned a trip to Orlando, just a turn, so this is only a one-day trip, meaning I go to Orlando and then I come right back to Chicago where my base is, and then I'm done with work for the day. Sometimes you get a turn, sometimes it's a 2-day trip, sometimes it's a 3-day trip, sometimes it's a 4-day trip. Gang is all here. I'm going to be using this moisturizer that has SPF in it and this day serum. It's so important to keep your skin moisturized while you're traveling because cabin in the aircrafts are very, very drying, so you definitely want to moisturize. This is Rosalina by Sappho. I'm using this concealer. This is 3.5 by Il Makiage. In concealer, I'll use this concealer by NARS, and this is in the color Custard. I just ran out of my favorite mascara, so now I'm using this one, which I actually really like too. This is the Voluminous Superstar by L'Oreal. This is L'Oreal. One side is white and the other side's black. Bronzer stick by Il Palaio. Then I'm using these custom enhancer drops by Cover FX as a highlighter, and this is like the goldish color. They have a couple different colors. Alright, well, now comes the uniform. So this is the completed look. I decided to wear the pants today. This is our new uniforms that just rolled out 2 weeks ago. I'm wearing my flats because I walked to the train, and then I switched to my heels once I get to the actual airport. My hair does have to go back. That's a new rule, so I'm gonna put my hair back, sweater and jacket on, grab the food that I have ready, and go. I think I'm gonna go with this perfume today, just a little bit. This is the new Viktor and Rolf Dew perfume. 10 minutes before I have to leave. My roommates are, we're all flight attendants, so we all get it. I hate eating airplane food and I hate eating airport food, so I always try to bring my lunch. This is the e-bags cooler that I put my lunch in and bring to work with me, and it's nice because it fits enough food for, like, you know, a 3-day trip, 2-day trip. I mean, there's only so much you can pack for like 3 days, 4 days, whatever, because it has the potential to all go bad, but it could be used for a 1-day like turn too. So I prepared food last night, and just like my leftovers that I'm gonna bring to work today, so that I don't have to buy any food in the airport, and then I don't have to eat any food from the airplane. Normally I don't do pasta because I'm not a huge pasta person, but I'm doing that today. I just took the box out of recycling so I could show you what kind of pasta it is. It's Blue Evolution seaweed pasta, and it has a lot of protein in it, and then also has tomatoes and green peppers that I cooked last night with some cayenne pepper. I'm also packing a pear. I am going to bring oatmeal. This is the Revived Superfoods Overnight Oats Carrot Spice. I didn't actually make this overnight, so I'm gonna put some water in it now and pack it. You just kind of like pop this top off, add water into it, and then it's ready to go. And last but not least, I have a Kenko bottle. You just fill your bottle with water, add one of these little drink mixes. I'm gonna go with this green one, which is 1 apple, 1/8 of a lime, 1/3 of a banana, 1/6 of a zucchini, half a date, 20 chia seeds, 2.3 grams of matcha, 1 gram of kombucha, 0.2 grams of spirulina, and that's it. It's all organic, and I'm just gonna add it into here and drink this later. And it's just like a quick way to get like fruits and veggies on the go. I'm obsessed with these. They're so easy, and being on the go, it's so hard to get your fruits and veggies in all the time. So this is like fantastic. I have a bunch of different flavors, but this is what I'm going with today. And in the top here, this is really messy, but I always have spoons and forks, like reusable. And then I guess this is like, oh, I have almond butter, so I can use that with my pear. And then I have like some tea. I don't know, call me crazy, but I'm also weird about drinking the water on the planes. I'm just not a big fan of Dasani water. I don't know, after flying for almost a year, I feel like it dehydrates me, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Regular Dasani water has sodium in it, and I feel like, I don't know, I've heard from a lot of other flight attendants that it's not like good for you, but I feel like it actually dehydrates me. I would like wake up in the middle of the night on a layover like so parched, and I'd be like, why? I've been drinking so much water. So then I switched to Dasani lime, but that's carbonated, and I feel like the carbonation makes my skin really dry. So I've been avoiding that. I fill and bring my own water. Of course, I didn't charge my camera, so the battery's gonna die. Frick. And now I'm off. So I looked at the train said it was like 15 minutes away. My walk to the train is about 8 minutes. I have my heels in my bag, but I'm wearing my flats right now. It's actually not that cold either. This Chicago winter hasn't been that bad apparently, compared to a lot of other winters. This is my first winter in Chicago since moving from Los Angeles, so it was quite the adjustment. I put some earrings on. These are just little like V logo. It's not gonna focus. You'll probably see them in a later clip though, but these are little V logo earrings from Valentino. Added a watch on because it is a rule by the FAA, it's an FAR, that all flight attendants or all crew wear a wristwatch, working wristwatch while I'm on duty. So my watch by Daniel Wellington, got my like crew badge on. Normally I would bring a suitcase because oftentimes I'm on a 2-day trip or 3-day trip. I don't need a suitcase today because I'm just going to be back home tonight. A lot of people usually will bring their suitcase and everything anyway, just because with this industry there's always a chance you might get stuck. And it's happened to me before where I've just showed up to the airport with my red bag with all my stuff in it for the flight, and then I was told like, oh no, this turn just turned to a 2-day and now you're staying in St. Louis, Missouri, and all you have is your uniform and your bag. Today I'm pretty confident we'll get back from Orlando with good timing. The weather's fine in Chicago and the weather is fine in Orlando, and fingers crossed no maintenance issues, so I think I'll be coming back tonight. I really just have my lunch bag and my red flight attendant purse. Orlando, and now we have like a 30-minute sit before we head back to Chicago. I'm back on the train and I'm going home. It's only 2 p.m. so I'm done for the day. I'm so excited. I'm trying to convince my boyfriend to go to St. Thomas Island with me tomorrow, so we'll keep you in the loop on how successful I am on that endeavor. I posted on my Instagram that I was going to be doing a Q&A for this video on any flight attendant questions you have for me. So I'm going to start that now. The first question is from EVDG
underscore. Trying to remember that from memory because I'm recording on my phone. She asked, what do you like most about being a flight attendant? I like the freedom the most. I think it's amazing that you're in a way your own boss on a day-to-day basis. So you kind of just have to know what you're doing and then just get it done, but you don't have anyone micromanaging you. I also love working as a team, so I like working with other people. Being a flight attendant, you work with a lot of different crews all the time, so some people I'll work with once and could possibly not see them again for 10 years or 5 years, or you could work with them like in 3 weeks. I've worked with tons of my friends and I've not worked with tons of other friends. Love meeting new people, whether it's passengers or people I'm working with. I also love the freedom, as in we get to fly anywhere in the world for free, basically at any time we want. I feel like I would do this job without getting paid, just because that benefit is just like the best benefit in the world. So that leads me to the next question. Do flight attendants actually get to fly for free? Yes, we can fly 100% free domestically. This is at least for our airline and like in the US. Domestically, anywhere we can fly for free as long as there's space available on the airplane. As far as international goes, we can fly into any international destination for free. You just have to pay the exit taxes coming out of the country to leave. So for example, like Paris, you can fly to Paris for free in first class, another great perk, and then just pay the exit tax of the country that you're leaving. I think Paris was like $47. So basically went to Paris, round trip, first class for $47. Inez WNS asked, how do you keep your skin so perfect? Thank you, that's so nice. I posted it earlier, a little bit earlier in this video. I use Drunk Elephant products on my face and I moisturize a lot. Flying, your skin gets so dry, your hands get dry. I moisturize day and night, day and night, day and night. And I have one of those little Evian water like misters that I keep in my purse so that when my skin starts to feel dehydrated, I mist my skin with it. And I always have lip balm. I'm always putting chapstick or lip balm on. Always, always, always. Cecile BRD asked for the pros and cons of being a flight attendant. Pros would definitely fall into the categories that I've listed in the first question. Flying for free, having lots of freedom, meeting lots of new people, and also the job, you kind of get to make your own schedule. Depending on how new or old you are in the company, you can have like a really low time month if you want, or a high time month. So if you really want to work a lot, you can. If you want to work a little, you can. So you can kind of choose your hours based on that, which is really nice. Cons? I mean, there's some difficult people every now and then, but you just kind of have to make the most of those situations. One of those things you kind of just take it as it comes. I just always want everybody to be happy. That's kind of my goal. So I kind of just approach each situation like that, depending on the actual situation. But yeah. Amal Kaushik asked I think I said that right, asked how I deal with difficult passengers. So that answered your question by me answering that last question. I'm blessed to fly asked what my favorite aircraft to fly is and what my favorite position to fly is. My favorite aircraft is the Boeing 787. And my favorite position, I like flying position number 1 because I like being in the front. You kind of get your own galley in the front and you just have like your 16 first class, business class passengers. You get to make all the PAs. I like making the PAs and being like the boss of the airplane. Swagga Bob asked, where are you from? I am originally from Georgia. I lived there until I was 16. Then I moved to Los Angeles, lived there for about 7 years. And now I am living in Chicago for the past 9 months. I definitely plan to get back to LA within the next like 2 years, but for right now I'm really liking Chicago and I'm enjoying this lifestyle. It's really cool. It is so nice outside that I'm gonna continue filming this outside. Someone else asked, I'm forgetting the username now, but someone asked how I feel about turbulence. Turbulence, it's gonna happen. It doesn't have anything to do with the pilots flying the plane or anything. It's just kind of like the weather that's going on. It's good to know when you feel turbulence that the pilots are aware, the flight attendants are aware. If something were to happen, we're all trained to, one, get us out of that situation as quickly as possible, but also just know that the pilots are working on getting out of that turbulence, either by flying higher or flying lower. Changing altitude is an important part of that. The pilots are on it and they're talking to like 5 million other people in air traffic control and a million other people trying to get us out of that turbulence. Lavana 2652 would like to know everything about planes and how not to feel scared if you're on a plane. Kind of same thing as the last question. Just know that the people that are on the flight, like the employees, we're all professionals. We all know what we're doing. If something bad were to happen, we know how to get out of that situation as efficiently and as safely as possible. Safety and security are, of course, the top priorities. So that's something that's always on our minds. As far as like flying anxiety or something, I don't personally get it. I don't think it would be a good job for me if I did get that. But chewing on ice has been helpful for a lot of people, you know, like putting like a cold compress on your head. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I didn't finish all of my food at all. I literally just finished my pasta and now I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat the pear that I had packed. You got 76 in 20 seconds? Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. My roommates are working out in the living room. Okay, how many times can you? Nothing's hard to hold. This is fire. Oh my god, wait, that is so funny. Oh no. This really goes well with the day in the life of the flight attendant thing because I'm in my uniform the whole time.
Okay, this goes on your left leg.
Wait, oh, this goes on my left leg?
Yeah. You like wrap it around and then it goes through the hole.
What is this called?
What?
This game?
This game?
Ring Fit Adventure. Okay, which one do you want to do?
Quadriceps challenge.
So that'll be legs.
How many knee lifts can you do in 20 seconds? Oh my god, does that involve?
Yes.
Yeah? Let's do something with less cardio.
Okay. Okay, do you want to do
Spinal erector challenge.
What is that?
Erector? How many times can you press the ring in 20 seconds? Okay.
So I think you have to go.
Oh, it's behind you. You're behind your back.
Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Hold the ring. Come on, backwards.
Ready?
Okay, wait.
Wait.
Go.
Yes, Allie.
This is so funny. This feels so weird. I feel like a chicken.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah. No,
I feel like a chicken. I feel that a lot.
I feel it though, right?
I feel flush. 20 seconds.
I know.
I feel flush.
I know.
So imagine if they had like a video that recorded you doing
I
it
know,
though,
I
and they
know.
were just like, by the way, this was you the last 20 seconds, and you're like, I also wanted to share my favorite tights now. So let me show this to you for all my flight attendant friends and then also people that are not flight attendants that really need good pantyhose or tights. So this is SheerTex. The ones that I'm wearing are like the actual things. This is like the little sample that it comes with, just so you can like, I guess, show your friends and everything how indestructible they are. They're not supposed to rip. They're like literally gonna last forever. Let me just show you this. They send each package with this so you can test it out and see that like it doesn't rip with your nails. Jewelry, my jewelry rips like every single one of my things because I have like the most ridiculous jewelry that like snags everything. So these are amazing and you can like go like this and literally doesn't rip. Dogs can chew it, anything, like I don't know, it's just like the coolest thing ever. So if you're a flight attendant and you want a really good pair of shears, or even if you're not a flight attendant, like they're really cute for like fashion too, check out SheerTex. I also have a discount code that will give you $10 off your first order, so I'll leave that in the description box below so that you can check it out. I feel like I'll have these forever. Such a cool brand. So now that I'm home, I'm gonna go get in the shower. Hey, what's up? It's still so early. It's only like 3 o'clock right now, so I have the whole rest of the day to do whatever I want. And it's really nice out in Chicago, so I'm going to go out in the sunlight because I have not seen enough vitamin D or sun or whatever it's called in the longest time because it's been cloudy. So I'm gonna go shower and go out in the world. That was my day in the life of a flight attendant. It was like half a day, but still kind of like a full day because I started early. From the Q&A, I answered a good amount of questions, but if you have any more questions, leave a comment below and I can answer them in another video or on Instagram or something like that. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next video.